This is Chapter 10 of 5 Days with My Superhot Ex by Kimberly Krey, read to you by Kimberly Krey. Chapter 10, Dayliverance. It's my third case of deja vu in just 2 weeks. The lights, the crowd, the excitement in the stadium beyond the double gates where we wait. There's even a banner at the base of the entrance, just like the time Kai carried me onto the field and asked me to dance. Best of all, I'm cradled in Kai's muscular arms as the countdown continues. We opted to come in on his side, mainly because we didn't make it to mine in time for the countdown to end. We were, however, close enough to hear the collective moan when I failed to appear on cue. Colt Finley eased the tension with one of his stupid jokes. "No worry, folks. Nikki probably caught wind of a sail on one of those floral jumpsuits. Let's just hope she didn't get picked up by the wind while wearing the thing. Then again, if she did, she may just float up and over the crowd and right onto the field whether she wills it or not. Let's keep our fingers crossed, shall we?" A random memory pops into my mind as Kai and I wait. "Hey, why were you being so cold when you came to carry my suitcase?" I ask over the commotion. Kai's face scrunches. "What do you mean?" "On the final day when we had to put our suitcases up front," I remind. "Oh," he nods. "Colt said no communicating. The contract said if I broke the rules, I'd jeopardize your compensation as well as mine. But it was yours I was worried about." He winks. Of course, Kai read the contract. He's a law student. "So you weren't upset or changing your mind?" I ask. He shakes his head and chuckles. "Nope, just trying to keep my hands off you. Something that's easier to do when I can keep my eyes off you, too." A spot of warmth flutters in my chest. "But I don't have to keep my eyes or hands off you now." Kai buries his face in my hair, then slides the tip of his nose along my earlobe. "You look beautiful, by the way," he adds, his hot breath raising goosebumps on my skin. "I can't wait to have you back in my life." He presses a trail of kisses along the side of my neck, make me want to abandon the appearance altogether and kiss Kai until the morning comes. The countdown carries on, nearing the end now. 10, 9, 8. I move my lips to Kai's ear. "I can't wait to have you back in my life, too." I pull back in time to see a broad smile on his face. 2, 1. The gate bursts open. "Ready?" Kai asks. I tighten my grip around his neck and curl into him. Yes. I can't help but grin as Kai pulls me even closer against him and jogs down the entrance, tearing through the painted banner at the base. A thunderous cheer breaks out over the crowd. The marching band drums out a victory cheer as the trumpets blast in celebration. People are on their feet at once, waving, cheering, and clapping to the beat. Warmth pools around my heart as I soak up the excitement. It's the perfect display of the celebration happening inside of me. Kai is back in my life. Sure, we'll have to spend the first few months of that life apart, but what are a few months compared to a lifetime? A lifetime, I remind myself, as the crowd cheers, spent with Kai Kingsley. Epilogue. Day 1 for the new guys. "I kinda like this idea," Kai says as we wait for the camera crew to give us our cue. I give him a playful nudge. You would. At least one of us likes the idea of going on TV yet again, this time to greet Time Warp's newest contestants. Kai wraps his arm behind me and nuzzles his nose into my neck. "Come on, admit it. You like this too." Marsha Langston, who's present via FaceTime call with our on-site director, gives us a holler. "I have an engagement gift for you two." Yes, engagement is right. Kai popped the big question over Christmas break while our families were there to witness. Since then, I touch my engagement ring a dozen times per waking hour to remind myself that it's real. The on-site director, here for just the first episode, holds out his arm. A gift bag dangles from his fingertips. I take hold of the bag and look inside. "Before you open it," Marcia says, "let me give you a heads up about our next contestants. The couple does not know which of their exes is going to show up. One claims to hate the other. In fact, they gave me what I might legally call a threat if it ends up being a certain someone that I have in store for them." A smile crosses the shrewd woman's face as she smooths her hair behind one ear. "I think it's just a front." "Okay, open your gift." It takes only a moment, after removing the paper, to recognize the wooden box, the one filled with his and her prompts. I lift it from the bag to see that they have, in fact, now personalized those tabs to read Kai and Nikki. There's a small plaque on the front, too. Kai reads it aloud. "Your days here are numbered, so make them count." It's the quote that helped me abandon my foolish rules in the house and make the most of my time there. It's also the very notion that urged me to chase Kai and admit that he was right and I was wrong. "Thank you," Kai and I say in unison. Kai leans in and presses a soft kiss to my lips. Make each day count, he mumbles. I plan on it. I'm getting word that our couple is very close now, Marcia says. They'll arrive in 5, one after the other. The ones who hate each other, Kai confirms. Loathe, Marcia corrects with a laugh. I shoot a half-horrified, half-entertained look at Kai. I can hardly believe we've agreed to host our first greeting live. This is going to be good, he says. Hopefully they can get past their differences and get a happily ever after like me and Nikki. I grin, grateful that Kai is finally home for good. He passed his bar exam, moved back to Arizona, and already secured a job and an apartment. One I'll move into once we take our vows. Oh, and I secured Millie as a partner after all. She reached out saying she loved the show, and she's going to partner with me whether her business manager agrees or not. I hope they do too, I say, putting my mind back on the couple soon to arrive. But I do have one correction. What we've found, I say, pressing onto my tiptoes to pet Kai on the lips, isn't an ending at all. It's just the beginning. True, Marcia says. It sounds like the first contestant is just around the corner. Is everyone ready? A burst of adrenaline shoots through me. Ready. Kai puffs his chest. I was born ready. Okay, Marcia says. Let the love game begin. Let the game begin, indeed. Just who are the contestants expecting to see? Do they have unresolved feelings for exes in their past? What a risk it is to come on the show. Of course, it had been a risk for me, too, putting my heart on the line a second time. A nervous shiver rocks through me. Kai's fingers slip through mine. He squeezes my hand, assuring me that I'm not alone. Kai's by my side now and forever, and that beautiful truth makes it all worth the risk.